And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Fielded in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. On 1st and 10, Winston. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
But we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. At their own 20. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Denver.
It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfro. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Winston's pass.
A big play there for the Broncos on 3rd. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 20 carries for an even 100 yards.
One thing I do know, teams in the NFL don't treat this like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. It's been mentioned all week long about going out and getting him the rushing title. He'll see the ball, and he'll see it often.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown.
Touchdown, Denver.
Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
3rd down.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
They go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Mixon with a 1st down carry. Stays on his feet. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
Carrier.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
2nd and inches.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Winston's pass.
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
On for the point after.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10. at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's up 2nd and 7.
Now here's Mahomes. This one caught by Davis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a 1st down.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Another carry for the...
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
9-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it?
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver's offense ready to go again. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
On 1st down, Mixon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their own little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now Winston. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. From the gun, Winston. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 15-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it's 3rd down.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
Broncos.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Winston now. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Winston's pass
From 8 yards out. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Harrison Butker on.
He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
14.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Problem is not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
Mahomes now on first down. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. DK Metcalf. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6.
The kicker on for the.
And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
5-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
And a yard.
Jameis to throw it. He finds his running back, Mixon. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Jameis now on first down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. Quick hit here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro.
Winston's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Henry brings it in.
Winston's pass.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
Again, it's Winston.
Broncos first down.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds. down, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Second and 10.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon half. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast.
And depth chart. Entering slot 2, slot 1. AHB selected. Slot 2, slot 1. Slot 2. FB selected. WR selected. Slot 3. Slot 1, slot 2, slot 4. Slot 1, slot 3, slot 5. Slot 1. T selected. Slot 2, slot 1, slot 2, slot 3, slot 1. Call, resume.
Pass to the beginning of the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll get this one complete to Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play call should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the heart of the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Here's Cunningham from the gun. And the throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
86.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the Broncos' 36-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Cunningham.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
27-yard line.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. And he'll find Davis. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 16. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's and the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. 2nd down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. And it is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 3 yards out, and the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Winston. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
Throwing. Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a
back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. They go play action. Winston. And right side hitter's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
First down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Number 28.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Taken down at the 22.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on the quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Winston on 3rd and 2. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Touchdown.
3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Cunningham's back.
And he'll get it out about a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
34-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 28. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
8-yard line.
On first down, it's Cunningham. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Touchdown, Raiders.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to take over. The Broncos offense trots back out.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, here's Mixon.
And he's going to have the Broncos first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
First down, Denver.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mixon with it. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
It's 2nd and inches.
On second down, Mixon. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. From the gun to give to Mixon.
Joe Mixon.
Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves them with 14 yards still to go on third down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured they go down to a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So now London down by a field goal. And time, a huge factor. A chance to end this season with a bang as they come up with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
1st and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. This one caught by Davis. And out across midfield down to the 45.